he said.
Well, in our business, I primarily do a lot of the marketing, and for us, I think it's important that we retain control over the direct mail marketing that we do, because it keeps us in contact with what is actually going on around us, and we can monitor the response rates that we're getting from the direct mail marketing so we can react really quickly when something is going wrong, like you've got a bailout program in Washington. And then we can develop a strategy to react to that very quickly. One of the reasons why I felt really strongly that we should join this program with Greg and Josh is I was very impressed with the marketing that these guys do. These guys are expert marketers. We were in Florida, I think, Orlando a couple years ago, and we had an exercise that we were all doing as Master's Elite students, and we had to write some kind of copy. I don't even know what it was. And Josh got up in the front of the room, and he tore the copy apart. And he said, you know, your concepts are good, your ideas are good, but your words are all wrong. And he rewrote the thing on the fly. And it was, it was really impressive to sit there and watch him write copy on the fly. And at that moment, I learned that marketing is just such a key element of your business. And my God, I gotta learn this stuff. I've got to get good at it. So after maybe it was during the meeting in Florida, or maybe after, I forgot when I had this idea, but John and I are also long-term buy and hold landlords, and we've had some difficulties in the past filling our rental portfolio. As a result of exposure to a lot of these marketing concepts and watching Greg and Josh interact and watching the way that they think things through and the whole process that they use, it kind of gets your creative juices going. So one morning I got up and I wrote an ad. I stuck it down on Craigslist. I said, your dog wants you to rent this house. And then you click on the ad and you go down through the ad, you know, 3-bedroom house near a park, whatever, and it says, here's why your dog wants you to rent this house. He knows of all the walks he's going to get to take in this park. And there's a stream running through the park, and he can get nice and dirty in the stream. And we don't have we don't have a pet deposit, we don't have a cleaning fee, and he knows with all the money you save on this rental, that's more cookies for him. Well, well, the phone started ringing off the wall. I had everybody call John's cell phone, you know.
I get to tell the rest of it.
All right.
You guys all know who Paul Harvey is. Okay, I'm going to give you the rest of the story. The ad went out on, in fact, Marianne posted it before. She still has a day job. By the way, I get to brag. First of all, we've been married 27 years, even though we have different last names. A lot of people don't realize that. And I seriously married up. In case you didn't notice, she's like seriously analytical. That's because she has 2 PhDs in the sciences, and she'd rather play with real estate. This is perfect. So, but she ran the ad, posted it in Craigslist, posted it at 7 o'clock in the morning before she went to work. Jerry and I had a lead appointment at 9 a.m. When I walked, and my phone's off when I'm meeting with a seller, when I'm meeting with a realtor, my phone's off. I'll get my voicemails when I'm done. I turned my phone back on. You have 17 new voice messages. Your mailbox is full. All of them were responses to the ad. By the time I finished going through the messages and writing them all down, I kept hearing my phone vibrate while I was doing that. I hang up, I see more voice messages. I dial my voicemail. You have 16 new messages. Your mailbox is full. Thanks, buddy. You start looking at some of that creative development, and that's one of the things that we look at, and you look at some of the ideas that you get presented. And it's the Masters Elite group, working directly with Josh and Greg, it is infectious. You just start going and spinning and growing. And that's great. But one of the other things is these guys hold your feet to the fire. we talk about bottlenecks. Jerry didn't talk about the fact why we developed that DVD. Jerry and I aren't really young kids. We really don't like to work a whole lot. We were just discussing how much more pleasure it is. This summer is going to be great. We're going to get to fish. Okay? We were spending 6 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., doing nothing but seller presentations, back to back.
But you had a good conversion rate.
Oh, yeah, we got like a 99.9% conversion rate when we meet with the seller. Our presentation is developed on the positive results conversation. And one of the things you all need to do if you're just starting in this business, the positive results conversation, the art of the BPO, memorize them inside and out. Learn them so you can recite them without a hitch. We built our presentation specific to foreclosure in Michigan off of that. It works. In fact, like I said, it works so well. I mean, we had a 99% plus conversion rate with leads. We looked at the amount of time we were spending. Mary Ann's writing direct mail ad copy. I hate to disagree. Any of the folks from Sales Team Live still here? I disagree with the statement that was made that if you're pulling, anybody who says they're pulling a 10+% response rate on direct mail is full of, you know what? We're steadily, our ad copy is pulling in excess of 10%. Mary Ann's actually, she's also a part of the Glazier Kennedy Insider Circle, another area that I think you guys are in Cleveland. Yeah. Learning how to write good, solid, effective ad copy. Draw those leads in. Fill your pipe. Never quit. We now are using that DVD. We've freed up so much time in our business. Now we can look at, okay, what are we going to automate next? And what's the next step for the business? What can we do, giving back to Josh and Greg and Shrek, to start coaching? Can we come in and coach students? The systems that these guys lay in place for you and train you in makes that all possible. It's one step after the other after the other. So, you know, Josh, thanks, man. You know,
you're welcome. Thanks a lot, John.
Yep.
Give John a hand. We probably have time for just a couple questions, maybe like two on each side. You guys come up to the mics. Tim, you're not allowed to come to the mic. Anybody but Tim to the mic. Yeah, actually, you can use that one right there. You can stand right up front. Just maybe 3 or 4 questions. Go ahead.
I'm brand new at doing this. There's a lot of people out here brand new doing this. How do we legitimize our business right out of the bat?
Yeah, I had that question on my roundtable today. How I did it, first of all, you can do your marketing by direct mail and you get your deals, okay? If you happen to have a deal that is listed with a realtor and you're successful with that realtor and they like what you do, then there's your foot in the door. You have them recommend you see their broker and you talk to their broker. We happen to do that. The broker was impressed. It happened to be a satellite brokerage. So they made an appointment for us to speak with the main office brokers and their legal department. When we got done, we put on a presentation. They also were there at that presentation. The broker told his agents, you never do short sales again. These people do it. You do what you do best. These guys do what they do best. We do about 65% of all the Coldwell bankers. And you're going to find that even some of those realtors will recommend realtors in different companies for you to do your work. So that's one way. That's how we did it.